for all of that, we're going to bring in now someone that's been in the news and has been instrumental, really, in looking after the development of what's been going on at Rockingham Road. Earlier in the year, the council refused to look at a Kettering town approach to Rockingham Road, and the fans revolted. Not revolting, but revolted against that.
Well,
and,
some of them.
Some of them, yeah. And Richard Atkinson in particular has been the maestro behind it with his team of organisers. And on Wednesday night, there's going to be a walk from Rockingham Road to the council offices to present a petition to let the council have another look at it. And welcome, Richard, to Poppy's TV. And what a grand job that you've done so far in organising this petition of around 5,000 signatories now.
We're up to about 4,500 as of yesterday. Still got them coming in, so it could still be even more than that. And it's not just me. There's been loads and loads of people who've been involved with it right from the beginning. Martin Jeffs that set up the petition originally when the council rejected that first application to list the ground. And then we've got all sorts of people for the walk. The walk should be a fantastic event as long as people turn up, really. It's difficult to know. We could have 20 of us there, we could have 1,000 people there. There's absolutely no way of knowing until the night, so it's quite exciting. We've got a fabulous guy called Simon Cox, who's on the board at Wellingborough Town actually. He's making us a huge banner with community value printed on that we can carry along in front of us. We've got 4 of the main people involved in the petition are going to carry the books because it's now been bound into 4 separate books. It's huge. We've got Martin, who started the petition. We've got Vince Geranio, who many of you all know will be looking after your hairdos.
And yours, by the looks of it.
Well, actually, it wasn't him that did it, but yeah, hopefully in the future he will. And then we've got 2 young lads who've done loads to come out and help with collecting signatures and all that stuff. They're known locally as Heap Dog and Ibra Skimovic, but I believe they're more well known to their families as Curtis Heaps and Josh McSkimming. 2 young lads, they've given up loads of their time. They've been absolutely fantastic. So those guys are going to carry the petition documents for us on the march. We're getting a marching band together to march us down Gold Street. A guy called Dave Ashby, who's well known on the local brass band scene, is gathering a few players together. We've got about 7 so far.
Were they the guys that were at Rockingham Road with the band?
No, I've been trying to find them. Phil Wade pointed me in a direction of a few of them, but I've not managed to actually make any contact. I'd love to if I could. I forget their names now. They're all on the Facebook page. If any of them come back to me, I'll let you know. But if anybody knows the guys that played in the Rockingham Road band, we're on Facebook and Twitter. Just point them our way, and hopefully we might get some of them involved as well. But so we've got that to get us down the high street. We've got now quite a few ex-players have been saying they're going to come and join us, which is fantastic.
Any names that you can give us?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the 2 that have definitely said they're coming, again, we'll wait till Wednesday, but Craig Norman said he's going to come and bring his lad along. Guy Branston said he's going to come down. And we've also definitely got Gail Butcher coming down, who many will know as the mother of Richard Butcher, who sadly passed away. But Gail's going to come down. She's going to wear Richard's old shirt on the march, which makes me want to cry already. And she's been in touch with a lot more as well. There are people on Facebook sort of contacting people, and we've been sort of sending messages to the likes of Wayne Duke.
Lee Harper, I thought.
Lee has said he's going to try and come down as well. That's another one. So loads of people.
Bowling, did I say that?
Ian Bowling, yeah, he's there on Facebook as well. So we're making efforts as we can. If anybody else wants to tweet or send messages to these guys on Facebook, just invite them down. You never know who's going to come along. We've had loads of people retweeting us. Tony and Chenzo from TalkSport's been retweeting for us. So, it's all out there. We're handing out flyers today outside. Obviously, you've been kind enough to put it in a programme for us. You guys are coming down to do some filming on the night.
Yes, we had a 5-page documentation from the council of what we can and cannot do, so we'll ignore that and just go film anyway. But no, we shall be there, and we'll be bringing you highlights of what happened on the walk with Richard presenting the petition to the council. So you'll see that either against Boston United or against Chippenham Town at the next home game we're live. So that should be good.
Brilliant. And yeah, you had John Dunham on here last week, who basically, said it how it is, really. The council have often said they support the club. They've said they'll do things to help over the last 30 years that I can remember. But there's, no evidence they've ever actually done anything at all to help the club, as far as I know.
The only thing I can remember the council doing is they had 2 advertising boards at Rockingham Road for sponsorship, and then the next season they took them down because they were too expensive. And that was the last council involvement that I'm aware.
Yeah, I remember they had a huge sign on the side of the bus when they had the open top bus parade that said...
Oh, is that because we won something?
Yeah, there you go. So, We get 5 minutes to talk to the council when we present the speech to them. I'll be making that speech, and I'll hopefully be trying to make those points clearly to them.
Well, we should be filming you because we got your permission to do that. So
absolutely,
that
film away.
Film away. We'll be showing that on here. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am absolutely. I mean, we just want to keep it. The point of it is to demonstrate that the community value this club, and it's a valuable asset to the community. We want a real party atmosphere. We've got to sort of not think of it as having a go at the council, really, because we're asking for their help. In the end, we're asking for their help. I can speak to them in that 5 minutes, and I'm not going to let them off the hook in any way. So we don't need to worry about that. We want party atmosphere, show that we can all behave ourselves. The stewards and everybody, Mark Brace, they've all volunteered to come down and keep us safe. The police know about it. We've kept them informed all the way. They're going to keep an eye on it. So there's no reason not to come down and just have a big party, really.
So we're starting from Rockingham Road at 6
Starting
o'clock?
from Rockingham Road at 6 o'clock. We'll have to walk down Rockingham Road in Newland Street in a fairly orderly fashion, because obviously it's just footpaths, we can't close the road or anything. But then we'll gather at the top of Gold Street. So if anybody doesn't want to walk the whole way, they can come to the top of Gold Street.
That's where I
Yeah, indeed. About 6:15 we'll be there. When we have the marching band, we'll have a big procession all the way through the town centre, up to the council offices. Meetings at 7 o'clock. I'll go in, do the presentation. They can fit about 100 people into the offices, so we want to cram their terraces, if you like, with Poppy's supporters. They can actually do a video link to it outside as well if there are more people, so we may ask them to do that as well. So, and again, nobody will miss out because you get to see it on Poppy's TV later.
You will indeed, and it would be a bit remiss of me, really, Richard, just to ask you your opinion on today's game against Dunstable. It's completely away from the
indeed.
Politics.
Well, it's going to be a really tough match. They're second in the table. They've scored quite a few goals. I've put my prediction on the Facebook page already, so some people will have seen 2-0 to the Poppies today, which fingers crossed. Got a good-looking team out there. I don't know if you've announced them yet.
Yes, we have announced
a few changes there.
There are, yeah.
But it looks a strong lineup, so fingers crossed.
Well, thank you, Richard. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your sterling efforts.
No
we should
worries.
be there on Wednesday with you, and you've done a brilliant job. I know that the club and a lot of the fans and the board members are delighted by what's going on. Let's hope something positive comes from this, and thank you once again. We'll be seeing you later, and thanks for your work with the editing as well.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, there's Richard Atkinson then, Supremo with the march and the petition, is also doing a bit of editing for our Poppies TV highlights as well. Ed, well, what do you make of that?
Very, very diplomatic words, actually, and it is extremely important that we're diplomatic about this. We can't, as Richard said, march down Gold Street having a pop at the council. As much as we'd love to, we can't, because effectively we are asking them for help. We admitted they've not been very welcoming of us in previous years, but we are asking them for help, and we're showing that we're not having a go at them. We just want them to realise that what they said was wrong, which was that they said the club wasn't of community value. So we want to show them that they are wrong, and I think any well-standing citizen is happy to admit when they're wrong, and that's what we're hoping they do. On the actual talk, Richard was right there as well. There's about 100 seats in the council chamber, which is where it will be taking place. There will be a video link to an overspill room in what's called the members room there, where there'll be a video link, and if there's still overspill, it will be in the reception area on the televisions there. There'll be a video link there. So if you are there, you will get to see the actual presentation of it. That's absolutely no problem at all. So if you turn up, you will get to see it. They'll, like I say, got security there, the police are involved. It'll be a really, really good laugh, and at the end of the day, hopefully something will be done about it. But that's all I can say with my current position with the council.
Yes, very diplomatic yourself there, Ed, as well, in your dual role, which hat you're wearing at the moment. But